And welcome back to Hand Collectibles for another exciting review. And here we have the Hobby Master 1/72 scale F-14 Tomcat. And as you can see, this is one of their newest releases. And this is from their Air Power series. As you can see, this is a F-14A Tomcat, HA5255. And this is from Fist of the Fleet Squadron, which is the Strike Fighter Squadron 25. VFA 25 for if you live in the United States, and it's a fighter attack squadron, so close air support and aerial reconnaissance. So a really cool squadron. I think they were at Desert Storm. I'm pretty sure they were at Desert Storm as well. And the squadron are based out of California, I believe, and at the moment are flying, I think they're F-18E Super Hornets they're flying at the moment, so you know, one of the later versions of the Hornet, and I believe they are part of the Carrier Wing 11. They are, so you know, still active at the moment, still doing stuff at the moment. A long-serving squadron, but that's only part of the reason why I'm so excited for this release. So any of you guys that have paid close attention, Hobby Master have pulled a stroke of genius here. As you can see, Fist of the Fleet. Anybody who knows about films, aviation films at that, and the most famous aviation film, Top Gun, this is Iceman and Slider's F-14. So this is 104, Fist of the Fleet. So to get around in copyright infringements, they've just left the pilot's name off the canopy. So this is just an F-14 Tomcat, Fist of the Fleet, which is an actual squadron in the US. Very clever. Although this is not the first time I've seen Hobby Master do this, but it is clever. It keeps the price of the model down and stops any more money getting banged on top of the model that the collector has to pay because of the licensing laws for Top Gun that they would have to pay, the franchising laws to pay off on that. They haven't got to do that. They're extremely clever by Hobby Master, you know, and trying to look after the collector a little bit, I'm sure. And a big shout out to Jumblies, who shipped this as soon as it came in stock for me, so that I can then do the review on the channel, so that you guys can decide whether it's worth buying or not, especially if you're a Top Gun fan. So let's take a closer look at the box. So I'll get off the turntable and we can have a look at the details on the box. Now as you can see, this is the F-14 Tomcat, F-14A, Fist of the Fleet, and as you can see on the front of the box, you know, a nice picture of one of Hobby Master's previous Tomcats. This nice little sticker that is the Fist of the Fleet, shows you a nice illustration of 104. You know, it tells you it's release 160685 US Navy, and obviously it's HA5255. As you can see, it's a 1/72 scale Air Power series one, so I'll just do that and I'll flip it around just so that you can have a look at the details on that side as well. And as you can see, loads of information, general background around the Tomcat, specifications, the two pilots, you know, a pilot and a radar interceptor officer at the back, your dimensions, performance, armament, what it could carry, obviously your warnings, you know, collectible from 14 and over, and a nice picture of 101 there. And if I just turn it around so you can see the side, and we'll go the other side. Another nice little illustration here of Fist of the Fleet, and on the bottom just the same sort of picture that is mirrored. So as you can see, a really nice box. You know, you've got a nice little illustration here, a line drawing of a Tomcat. Yeah, so ticks all the boxes for the box, literally. Okay, now we've had a detailed look at the box, let's open it up and have a look at the contents. Okay, so as soon as you open the box, this is what you see. So obviously you've got your F-14 Tomcat stand. I'll probably leave some of these parts maybe die cast, but I'll show you that once I get these out and we have a closer look. But if I flip open the box, as I've already cut it, and you can have a look at the inside, I'll take these two bits of tissue off. There it is.
the Tomcat 104 Iceman and Sliders Tomcat. Now, I did open this bag and double check it, because as you can see here, in this little bag, is Iceman and Sliders decals for the canopy. And then this does become the Top Gun Iceman and Sliders Tomcat. Well done, Hobby Master. What a way to get round it for the collectors. So if you're like me, you'll be putting these decals on and it will become Iceman and Sliders Tomcat. And I'll just put them back there. So as you can see, quite a detailed aircraft, really well presented in its box. You've got some armament, you've got some other bits here underneath, more missiles, and then you've got the undercarriage on this side, decals. You've got some drop tanks here as well. So without further ado, we'll get this out and we'll have a closer look at the model.
And as you can see here, we have the Tomcat. So if I just grab hold of it, we can have a closer look. And as you can see, 104. What a cool looking Tomcat. And there is the tower artwork. As you can see, 2 blank spots where you can put your own pilot's names. I'll turn it over so you can have a look. 2 rear tail pieces look like a slightly different grey. I don't know if that's to the film or whether that's something a bit different. I don't know. That's something I'll have to check out. There you go, from the top. Close in on the cockpit. Obviously, cockpit does open. There you go. And push it back, lock it down. Always get a nice fitment with Hobby Master canopies. Like some of the other manufacturers, some of the fitment don't always seem that good. As you can see, swing wing, like the Tomcat is meant to have. I'll turn it over and see where the undercarriage all fits. The hook when it's landing on carrier. Spin it around. Now look at the other side. Yeah, just even the underneath. I think the underneath is a different grey. I like the fact a lot of these now on the sides of they're all like rubberized now, so they're bendy. Even this one on the here, a lot of giving it because it's like rubber. But yeah, the grey on the underneath tends to be the same grey that's on the rear tails. Obviously you've got the nose aerial as well. And it's just a really nice model, really nice casting by Hobby Master. And obviously because it's a Top Gun release, it just makes it all that much cooler. I think we'll move on and we'll have a look, see what else came in the box. And here we have all the extra bits that came inside the box, obviously other than the stand which was on the top of the box. As you can see, we have the undercarriage here, undercarriage down, with obviously your 2 pilots. You know, I think if you want to be movie correct, I think you'd have to repaint the pilots' helmets to match Iceman and Sliders helmets, because that is not done, they're just standard grey helmets. But it's a small thing. Obviously you've got the pilot decals for the names that go inside the canopy. As you can see, the mounting pods on the underneath. We've obviously got side winders, some other missiles, 2 more side winders, and your undercarriage parts, undercarriage up, and 2 fuel tanks. So as you can see, you get everything you kind of need to reenact a scene from the movie. Okay, let's move on. Let's get the aircraft on the rotating turntable with some of these pieces on it. So here we have the Tomcat on the turntable, and as you can see, it's got its usual Tomcat stand from Hobby Master, so it fits directly into the underneath of the plane and then loops into the two rear engines, so it's extremely stable. And as you can see, I've put some of the armament on the underneath as it pans round. They already comes fitted with the, I think they're sidewinders on just under the mounts under the wings, and then I've put some AIM 54s Phoenixes on the underneath. I've put two of them on the underneath on their rails. As you can see, they're great release. Tail art's great, you know, it's a real, you know, good casting from Hobby Master, as all their Tomcats are. But because this is from the film Top Gun, which I think we can officially say that now, with the, you know, the canopy stickers for the pilots, that this is a Top Gun release, a dual release. So if you're a Top Gun fan, you'll put them on. If you're not, then you'll just fly it without. Okay, I'll just show you the details of some of the bits I've added on the underneath. So if I flip it over, you can see the two AIM 54 Phoenixes that I'll put here. You can also put two more here on two more rails, or you can fit, I think it's 4 sidewinders there as well. Obviously you can see the undercarriage parts are on for wheels up. Yeah, these ones already come pre-installed. I've not tried to uninstall these yet, but I probably believe you can take them off if you didn't really want them. As you can see, yeah, you know, cool release. Obviously this is where your machine gun, the Tomcat, sits in the nose. And this isn't Hobby Master's only crack at this. So I was looking at their releases. They also do another Tomcat, and it comes with, it's called Bandit, and it comes with transfers you can put on for the, I think, the rear tail. And I believe it's meant to be his one that he flies at the end of Top Gun Maverick. So Hobby Master are all over this at the moment, doing these sort of releases, which I think is pretty cool. They are, you know, probably Bandit may be one of the ones I'll be interested in getting as well. But yeah, great release from Hobby Master. Great details, loads of armament, everything you'd want for a Tomcat release. As you can see, 2 pilots in there as well. Like I say, if you really want to be pedantic, you want to paint the pilots' helmets to match a slider and Iceman's, then you probably can. You know, if you, anyone who's bought a Caliber Wings Top Gun Tomcat, mouthful it. You'll notice that their helmets are painted. So I've got 2 Caliber Wings Tomcats from Top Gun, and they're extremely detailed. And towards the end of the video, I'll probably put 2 of them side by side on the turntable, so you can have a look. If I can get them both on the turntable, I should be able to. Okay, I think I'll show you it with undercarriage down. And here's the Tomcat on the turntable, this time with undercarriage down. So undercarriage down, really easy to fit. They're all like one piece bolt-on bits. So really easy to, you know, with the tool that they give you, pull out the undercarriage up and then bolt these one piece ones in. Real nice and easy. You know, ease of transition if you're a collector. You know, depending on whether you swap your models about a bit, or you have a carrier scene in your shelf. You know, so it makes it really easy for you. And we'll just do it with canopy up. So pilot's getting ready. Pre-flight checks. As I just let it rotate round. You can just see how good the casting is on this. And here we are as promised. You've got Maverick and Goose's Tomcat from Caliber Wings on their special edition stand, flying over Iceman and Slider's Tomcat from Top Gun. Now, as you can see, you know, both look really good together. You know, take nothing away from Hobby Master's release. Obviously you can see the differences now these two are together. You know, the Caliber Wings is, you know, vastly better when it comes to paint because of obviously the battle damage and weathering makes it look, you know, more realistic. Take nothing away from Hobby Master. The Hobby Master one is a cracking model. You know, and the two of them together on the shelf, what more could you want? And the fact that the Hobby Master one is a fraction of the price of the Caliber Wings. Even if you bought the Caliber Wings one when it first came out, it's still a fraction of the price really. And if you want to try and get a Caliber Wings one now, good luck. Because they're extortionately priced and really hard to come across. As you can see, 114 and 104. And probably one of the most iconic scenes in the film where Goose loses his life when he ejects and hits the canopy. Now, as you can tell from obviously my excitement, I will be putting the decals on my one. I'll probably do some shots of that later on when I've installed the decals. So mine will then become part of my Top Gun collection. Thank you all for watching this review on this 1/72 scale aviation release from Hobby Master. Please do like and subscribe to the channel, it really does help. And as always, it's your collection, your rules. See you in the next video.